Hey everybody, welcome back to Angry Badger Minis. This one's not going to be a super long stream. And I thought about doing a video, but my OCD got the better of me, so I just went ahead and did it live. Just so I could talk about some things. Well, we have, other than putting on the little decorations and of course painting and that kind of thing, we are done. We are done with the Warhound. Like I said, this is my first time ever putting a Forge World Titan together. I know it's not the big warlord or anything, but that's okay. And we achieved everything that we wanted to achieve, which was stability in the model, and durability, really. I mean, mind you, if this thing would fall off the table, that's one thing, but I mean, look at this thing. I'm literally pushing this thing and it's going nowhere. Okay. I mean, it's really awesome. I can turn it. It does not want to fall anywhere. You know, maybe that way. Nope, still stopped itself. But I'm not going to have it turned around backwards anyway like that. We magnetized the top half to the bottom half. I did not wait on the magnets that I was thinking of. I don't know why, but I was like, you know what, let's try these and see if these work. And man, they are super strong and they work. And that's what we use to magnetize the weapons and whatnot. And I'm going to show you that. Also, I'm not going to open the top here because inside here is all of the little decorative pieces and things like that. It makes a great storage facility for them. I also did not magnetize or attach the armor plating on the thighs or anything like that, because I'm going to more than likely, when I go to paint these, it's one, it'll be easier to do, and then two, I think I might do some kind of mural painting or something like that. We'll see. I don't know that I'm going to do something as simple as a picture that you see up here in the top left. I'm also not entirely sure why I'm all the way over here, or I mean, I'm more not where I should be on the screen. This is weird. I'm going to see if it catches up on YouTube here. I don't know, it's totally weird here. I don't know how that happened. Huh. That's important to me because I don't want it to, you know, get in the way. Let me see what's going on here. This really shouldn't be. I don't know why it's like that. Because I mean, I had myself over here with the Titan. I don't know, something changed. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see if it pans out and works out better this way or whatever. Trying to look at this. It seems to be fine. All right, we'll just roll with that. Anyway. If we take a look at, you know, I'm just checking all my stuff out here. If we take a look at the Titan here, I've been letting it sit and, you know, glued and all that stuff. I have to peel it off, peel these magnets off in such a way. They are so strong, you cannot pull down. It just will not work. And I'm going to have to figure out the best way to do this so that when I have a good solid paint job, I'm not going to, you know, damage the paint as well. But yeah, man, these things are, man, they are super glued on. I'm going to try to remove this without opening the top, but I have to do the same thing as a kind of a peel method. So I wanted to show you guys what I had to do. These are relatively tall magnets, as you guys can tell, so I had to dig down. All right, and you can see that this is a pretty big size hole. The reason I did that is because I was worried that these weren't going to work, and I wanted to go ahead and prep for the circle magnets that are on their way whenever that's going to happen. I just ordered them today, so who knows how long it will take to get here. But regardless, I don't need them now. And this is no big deal in here. I mean, this magnet's going nowhere. It does nothing to hurt the structure you know, of the pelvis area or anything like that. And if I really care about it, I can always go back in and fill that in with green stuff or something like that. But right now I don't need to. And as you guys can see, let me see if I can do this without stuff falling apart here, because I got all those parts and stuff inside. We have one underneath as well. I did not have to dig there at all though. And so everything is really solid. I mean, I am super impressed. The only thing I have to be careful of when I put things on, because of how strong these magnets are, that it doesn't slam into place, right? So, and like I said, totally works. I mean, I am so thoroughly impressed by this model. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, look at this. I'm turning it literally on its back, and it has not fallen yet off the magnet. And then when I go to put these on, I just make sure that I'm careful not to let it really slam into place. You know, kind of resist the magnet, because I mean, it's super strong. And then these weapons can literally, you know, turn all the way around. Not that they would, but you know, I mean, I guess we'll say real life. But yeah, man, man, I'm telling you, I am super proud of this model. I'm not gonna lie, I want to buy more. Except they don't make this one anymore, which kind of sucks. Maybe one day if I got into 3D printing or something, I'd be able to do it or something. But I like this model. But I do like the Mars pattern. It's growing on me looking at people's photos and stuff. I couldn't quite go with the pose that I really wanted on this, because there would have been no way for it to support itself on the game table. But what I was able to do, as you guys can see, with my stability and whatnot that I did, I have the ability to have it this way. You have a foot here and you have a foot right here, so that way it can fit between building terrain and stuff like that it's towering over, instead of just being, you know, 90 degrees facing everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Which it can do either or. I like the more dynamic pose, that kind of thing. Works for me. And so, yeah. But yeah, I didn't glue the shin armor on. I didn't I didn't glue the pelvis protector on, crotch protector, whatever you want to call it, because all of this stuff, you know, I have plans for, like the banner that's going to hang and things like that. So, and stay tuned. It'll be a while in the future, but stay tuned for a story driven video, and it's going to be an actual video that will be about the Warhound Titan, the 2 Imperial Knights, and the Krieg Death Corps and their relation to one another. So, other than that, what are the next plans for Angry Badger Minis? Well, one, I gotta get caught up on my schoolwork. Okay, that's gotta happen. And I mean, it's not a big deal, but I have, where is it? Here they are. I have an entire army's worth of Space Wolf shoulder pads that have to get put on those Space Wolves. Now they are complete with shoulder pads right now, but the shoulder pad that's on there, it's barely on there, just so that I could rip it off and put those 3D, you know, molded, if you will, shoulder pads on them, because all of my Space Marine armies have those. Blood Angels have them, freaking Dark Angels have them, and my OCD, or whatever you want to call it, I just cannot have, and I refuse to do transfers. It's either going to be 3D or I'm going to hand paint that stuff. I'm just not into transfers. I just don't like them. I think they're cool, but and they look nice, you know, obviously nice and clean. The problem I have with them is, unless you are able to do an adequate job of weathering them, it takes away from the model. It makes it look too fake. And I know that there's plenty of stuff out there, I've seen it, and you know, that you can make it look not so shiny and not so transfer-ish. And we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it works out or how it plays out. I'm just not. That's not my thing. And you know, like even if I do a mural on these legs and stuff like that, it's gonna be weathered and dusty. That you're looking at it through a dust, if you will. You know, a pigment, you know, makeup, you know, powder, whatever it is. It's not gonna be just here's this beautiful mural. It's gonna look like it's weathered and things like that. And of course, it'll take me an exceptionally long time, but I'm so proud of this thing. I mean, I just can't get over it. Yes, it was, I'm not gonna lie, there were times I'm like, gosh man, it's taking forever, blah blah blah, but I'm telling you, it's worth the effort. If you're gonna spend the money on something like this, you need to not take shortcuts, and you will be, I like I said, I have no qualms about transporting this thing anywhere. None. I mean, short of it hitting something really hard, it will be in one piece when I get there, and it'll be in one piece when I get home, guaranteed. And that's even if I'm riding on my motorcycle. I'm telling you right now, because I'll throw, you know, when I was playing, I threw stuff, you know, in cases and everything, and put them on the back of my motorcycle, bungee corded them, and took off. I'm telling you, I have all the confidence in the world this thing will show up in the piece that it's supposed to be in. The pieces it's supposed to be in, which is one piece. So, I've got a ton of more models to put together. So after we're done with the shoulder pads, which I don't suspect will take that long, the next project is most likely Chaos. Holy crap, have we got a lot of models for that one. I'm also waiting on the Gorgons and the Hades breaching drills to show up, that were 3D printed for me. And they'll require some assembly, so we'll put something on there. But barring those things, which were never part of the original model set that I had of the thousands of models to build, this army is now complete. And I miscounted how many knights I have. Instead of 14 left, I have 15 left to put together. So anyway, and then of course we've got all our Adeptus Titanicus stuff. I just got through, I wish I could show you, maybe I'll put it on Discord or something like that. Actually, I think I can put it on Discord. Hold on. I sent a message to somebody. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I did. I'll put it on Discord for you guys. Anyway, I'll put it in I'll make a channel for model builds or something like that. I have the two Titan Manufactorum Warlord Titans. I've showed them in the past, or at least a picture of them, and they don't make them anymore at 28mm scale, which is roughly 24 inches tall. I think they are 24 inches tall, and they're 17 inches wide at their widest, based off the Lucius pattern Warlord Titan for 40K. It's made out of foam and old school 3D printing. I got these back in 2014. Got two of them, or I have two of them, and they were never really, I never really felt like I wanted to really play with them because, I mean, one, it's going to be one hell of a paint job. Two, and there's some repairs that need to be done because of foam that got messed up and stuff like that. But really, the legs and the pelvis and all that, it just didn't seem like it really supported the weight too well. And I was just waiting for the damn thing to fall over. As a matter of fact, I believe it did fall. They have fallen over before. And so I was trying, how do I fix this problem? And one of the things, and it, you know, kind of goes with this, I can't pin it per se because it's just foam mostly. But I took the chance. I'm like, you know what? I've had it. I'm probably going to get, you know, either a Forge World Warlord Titan at some point or 3D printed ones. Who knows? But, I mean, at 28mm scale. But the problem is, or I mean, what I was trying to do, or what I did was, I cut the legs off, with the hobby saw, and inside was a maybe a 1/2 inch dowel that ran from leg to leg through the pelvis area. And then they had some other sticks or whatever that were in there, I guess, to try to help with that. None of that was stopping the pelvis from rotating like this because of all of the weight of the upper torso. So I cut the legs off and threw those. I pulled those out, and I put a 1 inch, it's either 1 inch or 1.5 inch. I feel like it's 1.5 or maybe 1.25 inch diameter wooden dowel through all the way through, and I epoxied it. You know, I mean, I hollowed it out, and I also made it go a lot further in on both legs through the upper thighs, and I epoxied the whole thing and got it squished together and all that. And then I made a taller centerpiece dowel. The one they had was just slightly smaller than what I had, but it was only like, I don't know, it was only stuck out like maybe 2 inches, you know, and that's what was supposed to hold all that weight from falling forward or backwards or whatever. So I made mine, it's probably 8-9 inches, I think, something like that, and tall. And instead of having the dowel being connected to the upper assembly and, you know, and then poking in the hole, I put the dowel in the hole and epoxied it in the hole, and now the upper assembly just sits down on top of that, and it holds all of that weight perfectly. And then after it cured, it was a 5-minute cure epoxy. I'd never used it before. This all happened tonight while I was waiting on stuff like this to dry, you know, the magnets and whatnot. I was thinking to myself, okay, how strong could this really be? Do I need to make some makeshift pistons or whatever that go from the inside of the thigh to the, you know, to the pelvis, kind of like what I'm looking at here, you know, with any of that help? I get down there, man, that thing is rock solid. I mean, dude, it's amazing. And it's made by the same guy. I guess my glue is down there, that I've showed you guys before. The glue, the Bob Thompson or something like that, 5-minute epoxy or whatever. The stuff is amazing. And I mean, the model is now, the legs and everything are now solid. The only thing I'll probably do is I'll probably try to fit some, and all I did was mix a little bit, man, like maybe a teaspoon, or maybe a tablespoon total is what I used to do all of that work. It didn't take a lot. And I'll probably go in the back of the ankles for it and put, you know, like sit it up where I want it, just to get a little bit more of the angle I want. Put that stuff in there, or maybe shove something in there, you know, cut something or whatever, put it in there, and then epoxy that in. And I mean, it's gonna be amazing. And then I'll do it to the other one as well. And then it gave me ideas for our Necron Titan that my wife and I built. Giant Tomb Ancient is what we call it. I don't know if you guys can't tell. I'm super excited about, you know, what has transpired. So hopefully, you know, you guys can understand that. But let's see here. Just want to look at something here. Look at my channel on Twitch real quick. I don't know why it always insists on having volume up when I've muted it before. Alright. Well, anyway. And on top of that, I was able to have a small game this evening on Tabletop Simulator with a friend of mine, teaching him how to play 40K and teaching myself again, because I really haven't played a game in forever. And it looks like it might be something on a regular basis that we'll be able to stream as well. So, all that said, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I was going to make this one short, and we'll see you guys next time.